Hey there, my name is Eddie Boney, and today I just want to talk about why space debris is an important subject we should take care of on earlier on. Because imagine waking up one day and your GPS system isn't working, weather reports are less accurate, card payments just stopped working, and emergency communication is also affected. This could play a big role because many services that we use today depend on those satellites. Satellites are surrounded by old rocket parts, broken satellites, and other pieces of trash. And this is what we call space debris. We cannot see it from where we are on Earth, but it is still a serious problem. I've always been interested in aerospace, so I wanted to learn more about this issue on a deeper level. And today I wanted to persuade you to support stronger efforts to prevent and remove space debris. First, I will explain the main problem. Then I'll explain some possible solutions, and what can help. According to the European Space Agency, 2025 Space Environment Report, around 4,000 objects are being tracked in orbit, but only about 11,000 are active payloads. That just means 11,000 out of the 40,000 are still being used for a mission. And there's still tiny pieces that can't even be tracked that easily. The speed of this debris can make it dangerous because according to NASA's Orbital Debris Program Office, debris in the lower orbit of Earth travels around 7 to 8 kilometers per second. NASA also says a collision can happen more than 10 times the speed of a bullet. At that speed, even a small piece of debris can damage a satellite or put the astronauts in danger. One crash can create thousands of new pieces, leading into a chain effect, also causing more pieces to clash into others. And that's what I'm going to talk about. And that's actually a thing called the Kessler syndrome. This is when one collision creates more debris, and that debris causes more collisions, and it just continues and continues and continues, allowing a cycle to just happen. And if that continues, some parts of space could become too dangerous to even use. This problem does not only affect astronauts, but it also affects on satellites, like things that help for like GPS, weather reports, internet access, banking, and emergency services. If important satellites are destroyed, people on Earth will also feel the effects. Some people may say that space debris is too far to matter. However, we use satellite technology almost every day. We should not wait for a major disaster before taking the problem more seriously. There are three main ways to help with this. We need to prevent new debris from happening, strike our objects more accurately, and remove dangerous debris that is already in orbit. First, satellite companies should remove their satellites after they stop working. According to the Federal Communication Commission's orbital debris rules, many satellites in low Earth orbits must now be removed within 5 years after the mission has ended. Other countries should follow a similar rule. Second, government and companies should improve tracking systems. Better tracking can warn satellite operators about the possible crashes that's going to happen. Countries should also share the information because space debris can affect everyone. Third, we should invest in technology that can remove larger pieces of debris. Things like robotic spacecraft, nets, or some sort of like space towing system. These things could move dead satellites into lower orbits, and then they could just enter the atmosphere and burn up. According to NASA's 2003 Cost and Benefits Analysis of Orbital Debris Remediation, some removal methods could lower the risk of future collisions. Removing large pieces, especially is especially important because a crash between two large objects could create thousands of smaller pieces. It is true that removing space debris can be expensive and difficult. There are questions. There are also questions about who should pay for what. However, ignore the problem could cost even more if important satellites are destroyed. Countries and space companies should just work together to share the costs and responsibilities. Now imagine that we do nothing, right? More satellites are launched, old ones stay in orbit, and crashes become more common and more frequent. Important parts of space could eventually become unsafe. Now imagine that we take action. Companies follow stronger rules, countries share information, and dangerous debris is removed. Space stays safer for satellites, astronauts, and future missions. We may not control satellites, but we still can help. Within the next 2 days, visit your elected representative website and send a short message asking them to support funding for space debris and and removal. We can also share information about this problem with other people. Space seems far away, but it affects us in our daily lives. If we want to keep using satellites and exploring space, we must take better care of our space around Earth. We created this debris, so we should just clean it up.